Hello and welcome. Yig here. Today we are playing an amazing wizard. This actually came out a while back into early access and I completely missed it, which is crazy because this is exactly my type of game. So, if you do like what you see here, there will be a link to the Steam page in the description. And if you want to help the channel grow, like, subscribe, comment, those kind of YouTube things. All right, so jumping in, we're going to continue. It has a... I don't quite know which ones have been. I'm gonna real quick. We're gonna speed run the meta. I promise. Okay. I don't know of a game that has it quite in so many places. Some of the like Dead Cells and things like that. First, you have a challenge that will get you rewards. Rewards over here. Blueprints can be weapons. They could be spells. They could be all kinds of stuff. This guy over here, when you kill groups of creatures, he gets upgraded and he'll start unlocking stuff, usually weapons and things like that as well. We've got the crystal guy here, crystal skeleton here. He's where your sort of basic everybody's tree is for what's in the run and things like that. As you can see, I'm maybe halfway in, but most of the rest of the stuff is a lot more expensive. So it's more like I'm about a quarter of the way in. Okay, jumping up, there are one for each of the flavors of LDM elements up there. There is a specific part of the meta progression that is just their stuff over here. Stuff that affects their weapons over here, and stuff that affects everyone over here. All of the different flavors have their own. All right. I told you, speedrun. All right, over here we have the guy who lets us research all these. When you do any form of research or blacksmithing or anything like that, it is done through a system where each grouping spends their own tokens for it. And the blacksmith is the same way, but it's weapons. I don't think I have any that I have not unlocked at this moment. I'm kind of trying to find more weapons right now. Spells works the same. This allows you to go into a flavored version of a wizard, which gives you various bonuses for certain spells. We're going to stay with the generic guy. Ooh, 2 minutes. I'm so sorry. That took I went 30 seconds. I'd like to have knocked off that. Basically, that's your meta progression. Now we're coming in. As you get upgrades, you'll eventually start having these, just like Dead Cells, or there's quite a few of them that have that. Now this game has a really interesting system, and we're gonna hopefully get some cool stuff happening with it. Now we have a weapon, we have a basic spell, and then we also have this, which is a regular spell. We'll see him in a moment, and when we do, it is going to get cool because he is the thing that makes this game very interesting. It took me a little bit. The reason that I like to look at these games, if possible... Ooh, let's see what's up there. Nothing? Okay. We do a map down there. The reason that I tend to like to look at these games for a little bit before I actually show them off on... Oh, ow. Oh, I forgot about that. Those guys. Okay, let's put that down there. We'll take this guy out. We actually got a nice weapon for this run so far, so it's actually really nice that we can just kind of blast through a little bit of this stuff while I explain. So in this game, you have a combination system that on first glance, is going to look fairly simple. But it's not. We don't have a key right now, so we'll just keep moving. Usually the first level is not too big, and there are a lot of drops for spells, so you're going to get to use these systems I'm going to show you that make this game so cool. A lot. We'll sacrifice 90 health. Absolutely. That'll give us, a rainbow luck +3. Ooh, I haven't had it yet. I just unlocked that last run. So what I'm hoping to do, I haven't managed to beat all 3 bosses in one run yet. Or all 3 bosses that I know of. So hopefully we'll probably end up doing 1 or 2 of the bosses before we go see if we can save mid-run. So, the cool part about this game, excuse me, sir, you'll notice that we're just picking up all kinds of spells. You can actually break the doors just like Dead Cells, which is cool. You can actually do a little stomp too, by the way. Very Dead Cells-y too. These forges will allow you to do some interesting stuff. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and use it this time. Okay, so we have 2 uses on this one. That's an upgrade you can get through their specific tree. And this makes it so you can do things with your weapons. And your basic spell, all the dots down here are a slot. And that slot thing is going to get a little interesting, too. You're going to be like, wait, what? Oh. All right, so every 6 hits summons a slashing fire that deals 20 damage. if anything on this, I would probably give it to the wall, because the wall does 11 damage per second as they're getting hit by it. Its duration is 6, so it would do this exact large hit on 4 of them. Maybe not. It might, depending. There's a lot of these. I think we're actually going to, because it's such a high number, I think we're actually going to skip this one. Every one cast launches a burning boomerang that pierces through enemies. Oh, that very nice. Okay, so now that we are going to do. We're going to do it on here so that we're doing things hopefully rapidly. Oh yeah. No, our little boomerang gets cast right at the edge there. Nice. All right. Now this game has, when you first start looking at that system, because that system is a huge part of what we're going to be looking at here. And we have some really neat stuff. Okay, so our perk. I don't really like that one. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. All right, we have teleporter. Like, yeah, but not far. Okay, check our map here. Where are we now? I do want to go that way. I tend to spend a little bit of time. There are rewards for doing faster runs. I tend to spend a little time, especially when I'm early in the progression like I am here. But I really, really cannot wait to show you this. After this level, you could do it during this level, but we'll just get rid of these guys behind the wall while they can't affect us. Okay, so there's one of them. Press that button. There's a lot of button pressing in rooms, which is fine. It's actually kind of... Do we have any regen? I can't remember if I have any regen yet. Let's open this chest. We'll take those. So begin to orbit blocks enemies. Heals us after blocking. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely take that. I'll go ahead and take the hit again. Our fire resistance go down, but we're immune to slow and freeze. I think we might skip that one. I don't know where we're going to be heading next, and each of the different zones has its own flavor. So we would be getting very badly hit in the other way. All right. So we're already starting to do some cool stuff. Oh, we still got 2 more. Where are you? This requires a key, which is I don't have one of, so that's why we haven't done. Oh, there they are. There's the 2 of them. All right, use that. Yeah, see, we got that. We got this. Some more air orbs. We do have that, but again, sadly, we don't have a key. I already do that actually quite a bit. We do not want that, so everything else is upstairs. All right. All right. So we have this one area. And maybe a little bit up there that we can do. We don't want to go too long in any one area because you do have sort of a dead cell-y kind of thing. Think about grabbing that, but we don't quite have enough money, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Ooh, we got that one good. Nice. Oh, yeah, look. Let's see, there's another one over here. You can actually spend quite a bit of time in these levels. And there are perks that reward it, too. So if you have, like, if you get a chance, there are perks that literally, the slime split. There are perks that literally build meta progression currency by time, usually maxing out at like 75 per level. But if you're practicing and you're going around, that's so nice. Oh, hold on. Okay, so generate earth on hit. Do we want to do that? If we did, we would stick it on something like that. We could stick it on our basic. Oh no, I clicked through the second one. I don't know what I clicked up. Oh. I like accidentally double clicked. Don't know what we got out of the second one, but I hope it's good. All right, let's see. Experience gained. Yeah, that's I think what we're gonna do. This, by the way, is super nice. This does crank up your damage, and you can do some cool stuff with it as long as you sort of don't spam click like I do. But we're going with the experience coins because... Okay, so there is a... All right, let's go here. We still have a wall over here. Alright. I know it feels like weird that we haven't actually got to the part where I said that everything gets kind of cool run. But I assure you, we are almost there. We just have to clear the level. We could actually probably go now if we wanted to, because there's not a huge amount left. We already do a decent amount of damage. I thought that was going to do something. No. Okay. Let's go fight our boss here. Hopefully we didn't go too low on the damage. Sometimes I get to this boss and I haven't built up enough damage, and he'll last like a pretty good chunk of time. So, gotta kind of watch out for that. But he is fairly easy after you've got a bunch of meta progression. I'm like, he is your first boss anyway. Basic spell range. Oh yeah, let's give it this, because there's a lot of upgrades that take range from it but give you a lot of damage, so having that will be very good. You can choose one of these, arguably. Sometimes if I hold to put it directly in my inventory, the other item ends up remaining, and I'm able to get both items. But it only works if one of them is a spell. So we're going to try that again. So, yeah, see? It only works if it's a spell, and I'm pretty sure if the developer sees this, they're going to fix that. Okay, now we get to the best part. This is where things start to come alive. Well, not here, because this is the in-between place. This is timed. We missed it by 13 seconds, which is kind of a bit of a bummer. I could have actually... We were pretty close. And it'll give you some sort of weapon or item or things like that. There are actually three gates. I still haven't... If you have triple jump, you can actually get that one. So... Oh, I forgot to heal. I should have healed. I'm going to sacrifice life right after saying I should have healed. All right, let's grab that. Now, we're talking this guy. Now, here is where the game gets interesting. When you initially encounter the system, it's going to basically indicate to you that you can combine spells, and depending on what those spells do, you get a different result. So, we're going to take the Cosmic Boomerang here, and the main spell, I find it best if you think of it as a delivery mechanism. So, we get our Cosmic Boomerang here. Now, here's where things get cool. Okay, so if we take Berserk, when an enemy is hit with Cosmic Boomerang, it does this. If we take Gorgon, when an enemy is hit, it does this. Sometimes, I think this will be one of them, when the projectile is destroyed. Now, you do have to pay attention to this, because this is I have made some inadvertent combinations that basically most of my runs have ended because I combined things and probably shouldn't have, and weakened myself. Now, this is where things actually start to get interesting, because you could do this, again, projectile destroyed. But if you got this boomerang, and we will actually throw this in there for now, and these boomerangs get pretty strong. Now, cool thing is, since it's a delivery mechanism, so we're going to cast a firewall. Well, how about we have that cast at the center of the firewall each time? And now we start getting into the cool stuff is you can start combining these later. So we're going to stay with what we got right here. We're just going to make a real quick change that we would like this and this up here. Earthforge. 3 zombie balls on 8, and they steal health. 8th impact. I think we would give it to this. We could give it to this. We don't want to give it... That's too many for this. Oh, it changes per. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I think we will give it to this. Every 8th hit shrinks. Every 4th hit shrinks. Interesting. How would this one work that way? I think we'll just skip that one for now. Now, usually what I find has gotten me is this sort of scaling thing that happens. Okay, so now, as you can see, he just kind of melted. Well, don't worry, we will find some enemies that won't melt. This guy's a good example of them. That was our Q now. Now our Q starts doing crazy stuff. So that guy got blasted, he got paralyzed, then he had... And then for our firewall, let's get a nice view of it working. Okay, see, now it's just continually spraying damage around itself. The interesting part, like I said, the key here is to remember that your main spell, I've been picking these up just because I picked them up by habit rather than using them at the time, but I did need to use that one. I think we're going to go ahead and grab some forest protectors for our second one. Like I was saying, if you kind of look at it as a delivery system, like, oh, here's my thing. I'm going to have whatever it is. Like, so we actually, it's kind of funny how much extra damage you can get out of everything that way. And sometimes I had one combo that didn't work well. I've actually had most of the combos work well. I've just sometimes that scythe is so slow. It's so slow. Most of my combos have worked, but I always like make a mistake right at the end and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try this and we'll combine this. And it'll work great. One of them, my fiance was out here watching me play, and I put it on my weapon because if you meet, there's a in-run event where you can talk to a blacksmith and they'll upgrade your weapon. One of the things you can do while upgrading your weapon is you can we get another perk. I still haven't. It's the arc part of this that hurts me. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I think we're going to get attacked here. Oh, no. Oh. I zigged when I should have zagged. Summon our forest fairies. Okay. Where's our guy at? We may take it. I have an idea. So I was doing one of the runs, what I was going to say before I got distracted by my own thinking. Whoops. Ow. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's our shopkeeper. Was I actually combined it on my weapon through the shop, and I combined my best attack on my weapon, so it would go up every time I swung my weapon. And the spell the thing that I attached to it was so strong that it gave my weapon a 10-second cooldown. So it literally became almost unusable because all of my damage was focused on a 10-second cooldown. And I would just have to be dodging the entire rest of the time. All right. Yeah, you know what? You do that. Firewall for 2 seconds. You do that too. Yeah, it was where I didn't realize that it would have. I hadn't realized at that point that it affected the cooldown in your weapon. Even a moderate spell can increase the cooldown on your weapon by 2 seconds or more. It's kind of crazy. So it is a good system, but you gotta be real careful when you go to the blacksmith and actually and have him do it. Oh, hey, now we got an in-run upgrade. Now, what I want to do, chaos spells. Okay, just please wait, Mr. Worm. All right, we're gonna collect chaos orbs. Sure. Okay. He's down. Okay, we take those two guys down. All right. So yeah, since it took my weapon cooldown, made it so long. It was like, oh, did I nerf myself halfway through the run? It was just crazy. Ooh, you're a cool little beetle guy. Oh, you look awesome. Go beetle guy. Ooh, what do we got here? Yeah, shotgun. Oh, that was another one of those really good triggers, or not triggers, but deliveries. Oh man, we have not gotten... We haven't gotten a huge amount of potions this run, which is kind of a bummer. I could also play a little slower and not getting as much damage. Alright. We'll take that. We can't get out of this room yet because... reasons? Alright. That door's still closed, dude. Okay. Let's go. Now, the coolest thing, though, is, like I was saying, the... if I take this and this, it would start doing this when this projectile gets destroyed. So it'd be doing that every time I cast that, and it would do everything that this one does. Just in case I die, I want you to kind of... This is why the system's so interesting, because, for example, let's take this, and then we'll take this, and we're going to merge that. Now, let's go ahead and put that as our E over here. Or F, I mean. So now, every time that thing shoots, it's creating fairies. And it itself doesn't have a terribly long cooldown. So you start being able to do these really neat things with these. And just absolutely have a blast with like how the interactions work. And that's one of the things I really liked about it. Like I said, I haven't let's see. You know what? Just go ahead and drink that one. Oh, there is one minor bug, which I will tell you, has caught me more than a few times. Sometimes, because of you can get a lot of knockback in this game, sometimes the enemies will just wander away and never to be seen again. All right, let's go. We're going to go here. I think we'll go... Ooh, right there? No. Right here. So we know we're closed off there. We already clicked that button. All right. We haven't been this way. Oh, nope. Sorry. You are a source of meta currency. You must go. There we go. Here, yeah, every creature you fight is giving you meta progression. Generally in multiple flavors too, so it's kind of nice. You make a really decent amount out. That guy right there, I would like to be annoyed with that guy, but I'm gonna say it. The little goblin backstabber guy is like almost a litmus test of how your damage is doing. If you can kind of just destroy him easy, air damage. Oh no. Air dam will generate. If you can kind of destroy him or beat him in just a few minor, a few clicks, you're probably fine. Where's my exit? It's got to be either here or there. So there's nothing up there. I don't want to keep you here forever, so we'll try and get to the second boss and take that guy out. Ooh, nice. So because of the way the boomerang and some of those work, you can actually get some really crazy stuff working with ranged attacks where you throw a boomerang and it just explodes into 30 other things happening. It's pretty fun. All right. 5 impacts. You know what? That'll actually work for me. Summons a stone tornado. Ooh. I think we put it there. You don't have to take them. I'm just kind of taking them because we're going to hopefully be able to save mid-run. But I do not know yet. So I'm not going to get attached to this run. This guy right here. If you could blast him down in just a few moves, you're probably going to be fine in the next level. If you can't, you're probably going to struggle away. And he's really good at telling that, because usually the level before you get the scaling has gone farther than your current weapons and spells can do. Like I said, you usually will meet him. Okay, so we definitely needed... it's gonna be up there. Boing. I do like the little jelly thing. Yep. We're just gonna nope out. Hey, mister. Oh! Oh, that was way faster. Oh, sir, you've learned new skills. When did you learn new skills? Ow. Ooh, that hurt. When did you learn to teleport, sir? Ooh, I like that he's getting new skills. This is your, pretty much, I think, almost your guaranteed first boss. Oh, no. I do have a tiny amount of... Oh, yeah, he does, the little teleporter. Oh, no. Oh, we dodged it. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is his... Okay, so this is like him if you meet him in the second form. Oh, his patterns are so different on each of them. Because, like, his third form is insane. I would like to keep it... Ow. Not hit me there, sir. I would appreciate it. Oh, you and your teleport jutsu. Okay. That time I was on the ball. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Goodbye, Mr. Minotaur. Alright, let's see. Let's see if it works. Nope, see? That's what it's supposed to do, right there. You're only supposed to get one. Oh, steal 0.1 health from enemies. But if we build it into something else, then it gets really crazy. All right, let's see. We'll be in an inner area anyway, so we should, hopefully, if there's any time, you should be able to go back. If I hit exit, is it going to exit, or... Okay, I'm going to pause and hit exit just in case it crashes. Or not crashes, but exits the whole game. Hold on. All right. It did not. It just exits to the menu. So this has been an amazing wizard. This game is super fun. Once you start getting into the intricacies of how the system actually works with the spells and combining them, you can get some really, really, really neat stuff going on. So yeah, I'm still surprised that Steve just didn't suggest it to me until the summer sale, and it's been out for like a month and a half or two. So again, I'll have a link to the Steam page in the description if you'd like what you saw here. It is out in early access as we speak. If you enjoyed this video, I do hope you come back for the next one. And as always, have a great day.